Hi, we're here at Santa Pod Raceway for the first event of the championship. This is, let's see, it's Sunday, but it's day 2. We started on Saturday and we will race on Monday. So first day of qualifying yesterday, we had 2 rounds. We were kind of on the struggle bus for these 2. We left the line good on the first one, but then we spun the tires, and on the second one we spun even quicker. So we don't have any huge times to report from this, but it's still early. It's day 2 and we have 2 more qualifiers today, and the weather is really good over here. It's actually a little bit colder today, which we like, but the track is still hot. So I think this could be a good one, and I'm looking forward to just continue on this, let's say, championship hunt that just started. So I'm hoping we can make it down track today, get some safe, clean passes in, and put on a good number on the board so we're qualified. Yeah, so no, I'm really looking forward to this, so let's kick it off. So we're in the lineup, we're going to do Q3 now. We are 6 cars here at the property today, and that's actually a record after COVID for Europe. Might not sound a lot to some people, but 6 cars in Europe after COVID, it's really nice for us to see. So we're second pair against Stig Nergård here from Denmark, and yeah, the car looks great. It's the same colors as we've run previously, but we have some new partners on board like Edelbrock, KW Parts, and Comcams, of course, Drive Zone. We still have M-Strand and some of our old partners as well, so I'm really happy with this and everything we're doing together, and I can't wait to get on track with this thing. Okay, I'm strapped in and ready, strapped in real tight. If you've seen what he strapped you in, I basically breathe out all I can when they strap me in. So after I'm strapped in, I almost can't use my lungs fully, and there's no ventilation in this helmet either. So when I'm in here, it gets really hot and it gets really hard to breathe. But usually we don't have to sit all too long, but sometimes we do. So let's hope this is one of the days where we don't have to sit all too long, and I'll just get mentally ready now to hit the track. Yeah, so I'm here with my little fan because it's very hot. But they just put us in last pair against Susanne instead of second pair against Stig, because our number 1 qualifier right now, Dennis Nilsson, they opted to not run this run. So they have changed the pairings up a little bit. So yeah, last pair out, and right now it sounds very quiet at the track, so I think we have to wait a little bit longer, but we're ready, so let's go.
Hier de Zetterström for Edelbrock, for KW, and for Mistrand, and Comcams on the front car as well. She's on a mission this year, but then having said that, so is everybody else.
So sure to get on the tyre.
Usually I do the shoots when we come in, but I'm a little short. So it's very nice when they help me. So it was the first time in a long time that the car actually launched and it felt good. So I had a plan to shut off about half track in between 3:30 and 8, and it started shaking just about there. So that's usually when the clutch wants to lock up, it wants to shake if it want to do it. So, but yeah, that felt so good to finally get down somewhere. And now I have a baseline. So. If we do better, if we improve on our previous time, we have to weigh the car. So we go by the weigh station and weigh everything so that we can lock this time in for qualifying. Where we mix the fuel. So we go down to the workshop to pump the fuel, and then we mix it over here. So we have the jugs that are already done here now. Don't last very long. We have 3 cars in this team. So usually like we got like 3 jugs on a run. And as you can see, they're quite big. So it goes a little bit after every warm-up too. Between like, I would say half a jug or a little bit more. That's usually. So this is what we do between the runs. A lot of people think that we just relax between the runs, but as you can see, I'm like sweaty and it's very hot. And what we do first is fuel up the cars so they're ready for warm up, and then I'll go do my shoots. I usually pick out things from my GoPro cameras to see a little bit what I did, especially if there's anything I'm thinking about that I want to watch. And then Rune goes through all the logs and everything, and he lets us know if there's anything we should think about or if there's anything we should look at together or so on. And it sounds like it's not that much to do, but you know, it's not a lot of time in between runs. So as you can see, the guys are trashing everywhere because we can do this in as little as like 50 minutes. Just completely tear the engine apart, build everything up together, and then head to the line again. So yeah, it's trash mode out there, and we are just doing everything we can to keep up so it's all ready. And usually we mix fuel in between too. Yeah, no, it's fine. So that's usually what takes time too. Fueling up doesn't take that long. Pumping fuel, mixing fuel, it definitely takes a while, especially for this amount of cars. So we have our work cut out for us. They're always dirty from dragging down track, so I usually put something on when I pull them out. Yeah, so since the run, we come back. The guys rebuild everything. I have fueled the car. I've done my shoots. We sit in the car and do the pedal. So that's what me and John did earlier. Basically, it's just setting the pedal to where it should be, where it's good in his end and feels good in mine. So that's what we do when we say we do the pedal. And we also check so that it's in gear and everything, so it's ready for warm up. And that's basically what I've been doing now. Also put the GoPro cameras on charge and put them back on. We just popped the chutes in because I've been packing them, and then my dad helped me get them in. Yeah, so that's what we've been up to, and it's been basically non-stop until now. Yes, so this is my office. As you can see, the steering wheel over here. On this I have a panic button. Some people call it the oh shit button. This is what I can pull to just close everything. The chutes come out, ignition goes off, cuts the fuel, all of it. Otherwise, this is what I have my brake here. So the brake is on a handle and you have to pull it really hard. And on this side I have my gear changer. So this is backwards is forward, and on that way we have reverse. So this is what I use for when I've done the burnout and I'm backing up, then I'm changing this one. Up here I have the fuel level, so this is now all the way off. When we run the car, it's usually about here on idle. That's what Rune said, where he wants it for that particular run. Before I go into stage, I always pull this on full. If you can see down here, I have my clutch pedal. So the clutch pedal works as a normal clutch pedal up until the point where we are about to leave the line, basically. I go into pre-stage, and before I go into stage, I will remove my foot from the clutch pedal. And by that point, I've already turned my fuel fully on, and I have a good grip on my brake. So that's pre-stage, and to bump into stage, I just really carefully loosen a little bit on the brake to make sure I turn on the stage lights. And we want a stage really shallow, so that's very important. Sometimes you can see the light flicker a little bit, and that means you're really, really shallow. When I get to the finish line, or when I have decided to shut off, so to say, I have my chutes over here. So these are the level for the chutes. I pull them that direction, the chutes come out. So this is basically the line that you saw go into the chutes. And then we had the chute pins, and those we remove before we go down on the track. That's just a safety thing to have, so they won't be able to come out before we're actually on track. So this is basically everything. This is of course switches to turn everything on. And here I have my little GoPro camera, so I know exactly what I'm doing. I can watch it afterwards. Usually keep this on for a little bit, because sometimes like the nitro fumes, they kind of get in the cage and then they stay here for a little bit. But this time the wind is actually in the right direction, so not too bad. So this is going to be the second qualifier round for today, which is the last one before we go racing tomorrow. So last chance to improve. I was so happy that we actually made it down track last time. I ran into tire shake about mid-track, but leaving the line, that was like a victory for us, since we have struggled a bit, and everything felt really good. So we're aiming for, full pass now, and let's see how long we can take it, and if we can improve on this time. I sure hope so. We made our first almost full pass in a very long time, and it felt really, really good. So we lost the blow belt. I heard the speed was down like 301, so it must have happened just before the finish line. Because I felt just when I saw the last cones and was about to just cross them and shut off, the car did it by himself. So that's the blow belt. That's where you know when you're pulling into your straps. So no, but it felt super good. So we're on a 384, I think. I haven't seen it in time slip, but at least we're second qualifier, and we've got the car down track. And for me, that's the biggest win today. So we just did the last qualifier here at Santa Pod. We ran a 384 with a 3 and only 304 miles per hour. We're second qualifier with this. It was a good run. We had a 83 60 foot and we had a 306 8 mile. So I say it's a good pass for us, and especially since we haven't gone down track in a long time. I can't explain how good this felt, and for all of us in the team, we've been searching for this for a long time. I haven't made a full pass since beginning of August last year, so it's been a while. But yeah, it felt very good. Car went really straight. All the small adjustments I made, it just felt like it came with me. I'm excited. I'm excited for tomorrow. We are just getting everything ready. I'm about to go pump fuel, mix fuel, so we're undone for tomorrow. Then it's just, fueling up and doing all the normal routines before we head out in the morning. I'm definitely excited.
So here we go then, it is our second pair. The winner, as we know, will be facing India Urbacher in round number 2. But who's it going to be? Is it going to be the European record holder for ET, Ida Zetterström down there? The only driver in top fuel in Europe to go 3.7 on the 1,000 foot.